Hi everyone and welcome back to part 3 of the Florida shopping video. Now I am back in the UK, I am back in my newly tidied craft room, which you will have seen the video from a couple of weeks ago. I am going to do a fabric haul of all of the things I bought while I was over in Florida. So for the last 2 videos you will have seen me going to various different American shops getting fabric. I've got everything behind me and I'm going to show you exactly how much I spent in pounds and in dollars. So have a little guess in the comments down below how much you think I spent, and I will let you know at the end of the video how much the complete total was. It wasn't as bad as last time, but I wasn't ideal. I was very good. First up, I went to the Quilt Place. Now this place was amazing, it was huge. So it's an independent shop within Orlando, but they do ship internationally as well as throughout the US. This is the biggest spend of the trip. I could have bought a load more. I actually put quite a few things back that I wanted that I couldn't justify buying, because obviously I only had a certain amount of luggage space and the weight is more important than the space. So I knew also that I had my quilt to bring back. So from the Quilt Place, I'll show you what we got. First up, I got this piece of fabric, which I actually got quite a lot of it because I'm going to be using it as a quilt back for a quilt that doesn't exist yet. You know, we always buy for those future projects. It is amazing. I'm going to show you it laid out. I just loved it. We all know I'm a sucker for a rainbow, and this was just amazing. I like the mottled effect. I like the fact that it went through the whole rainbow and it was just beautiful. I couldn't possibly leave it there, and I'm pretty sure it was on sale as well, so I think it would have been rude if I didn't. Next I got this piece, olive green colour, so guess where it's going? It's going in the camper van called Olive. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I feel like as I'm doing the renovations over the next couple of months, it'll definitely come in handy for something. Also, if you want to see the renovations, they're coming up in a couple of weeks, so hit the subscribe button and you won't miss any of that as well before we hit the road again in the summer. I also got a couple of panels. So this one is a really Scandi print, and then I got this print to go with it. So originally I'd asked for the same amount of backing as there is for the panel so that I could put them together, but I'm pretty sure I've got some more because this is definitely heavier than that one. I think this probably could be used for quite a few projects. But I love the Scandi feel of these two separately and together. I think whatever I end up doing with them, they'll look great. Again, went a little bit mad with Christmas, but the Christmas fabric over there is way better than the Christmas fabric that we have here in the UK. Next, I got this print, which again, I will show you folded out. This technically isn't a panel, but it can be used as one. I got a whole pattern repeat of it, and I've got no idea again what I'm going to do with it. Something Christmassy in the future, but I just thought it was so cute. I couldn't leave it there. There were also quite a few prints from that range as well, but some of them I found a bit too tacky, and some of them I wasn't sure how I was going to cut up smaller to be able to use. But I did get this one. So this is meant to be the roof of a gingerbread house, and it's a really nice pattern repeat. I think I'll probably end up using it as the binding so that you'll get a nice small amount of that around the project. But I wanted to get something that tied it in, so whenever I do come to that project, I had something that worked perfectly with it. Another panel was this Christmas one. This panel I'm probably going to cut up in the future and use as a table runner or pot holders or something like that. So rather than using it all as one big piece, I'm probably going to cut it up and separate it into different projects. To go with that, I got this one. So it's the similar colours. It kind of goes with the cake theme, but it has these really cute teapots and tea bags on it. The lady told me that I had to buy it because I'm British. And we drink tea. She gave me a discount on it, which was really good. I haven't seen anything like this over here, and I think, yeah, it's just lovely. So in theory, I've got lots of projects of things I can put together. Will I ever get round to making the projects? Probably not. I've been looking for one of these panels for a really long time, and I found this while I was over there. It's a big panel that you cut up and you make it into a busy book for children. Cut along the lines, put some wadding in between, sew it all together, and then you can make a soft book for a child to play with. I had 2 new nieces born last year, and this would have been perfect for one of those if I'd had it at the time. Just really like this, and I love the concept. I like it when you get a panel that does a project. Some of these panels are just panels of pieces of fabric that you then make into your own thing, but things like advent calendars or these book panels, you can get dress patterns or doll patterns as well. They make it a lot easier for you to finish a whole project in one go, and they always come with the instructions as well, so don't panic. If you're a beginner sewer, these are a really great place to start, and I highly recommend you just give them a go. The last panel I got was this one. I mean, I know it's not the same as my camper van, but it definitely has the vibes. The fire pit, I just thought it was great. So this will probably end up being an extra thick blanket to go in the van. It does get cold in there at night. Obviously not in the summer, but as we got to the autumn when we were in Austria, it got really cold and damp. So an extra blanket definitely wouldn't go amiss. This one I just thought was super cool, and I had no excuse for buying it other than I liked it. Then we have the quarter meters that I bought, so I will show you these one by one. This one is the most Louise fabric you'll ever see in your entire life. It's Christmas, it's cats, it's gingerbread. They're literally three of my favourite things. Just thought this was so cute. Look at it. Oh, it's adorable. Then I got this one, which again, it's mustard yellow. There's rainbows. It's a Louise print. I really like this one because quite a lot of negative space between the rainbows, so you get a lot of background colour. Sometimes you have a lot of pattern and not much background colour, but I really like that this was a nice mix of the two because I think this yellow is beautiful. Next, I got this one. So finding birthday print fabric of any kind is really, really difficult. I've looked everywhere in the world that I've been. As I've been travelling, I've looked everywhere to see if I can find any. Sometimes you get ones with cupcakes and things like that on, but not actually birthday themed. So when I saw this one with the candles on, I thought it was absolutely perfect. I think what I'll probably end up doing eventually at some point is making it into bunting with another print so that I can have the same piece of bunting that I get out everybody's birthday for the rest of my life. I really just thought this was so great. I love the colours, a bit more unusual than things that we normally find, particularly here in the UK. Then I was in Florida at Christmas. I went to Disney, so I had to get this. Again, no idea what I'm going to do with it. That's future Louise's problem. She can worry about it. This print is so cute. It obviously has Mickey and Minnie ice skating, and he's got little antlers on. Very, very cute. The green is really beautiful as well. It's a really rich colour. I just needed a piece of that as well. Then the last two quarters that I got are these two. So there's a tiny little ditzy flower and there's the stripes as well. They were from the same range, so the colours are exactly the same. So whichever combination I use them in, they'll tone together really, really nicely. I got a quarter metre of each, so I got loads of long quarters, so a long strip rather than a fat quarter size, which is a wider rectangle, because I find that a little bit more usable for the things that I do, because I work in smaller pieces rather than getting rectangles. But yeah, I just thought this is brilliant, and even I think this would make a great binding as well. If you had a project and you just used this much around the edge, I think it'd be great. So yes, I am very happy with all of my purchases from the Quilt Place. Now, the scary bit. Here's my receipt. Long enough? So, I spent $114.25, which works out to be about £95. Now, I think I got a lot there for that money. It was Black Friday week, so there were a lot of sales to be had. Some of the things I bought were 50% off, some of them were 25% off, but I had a total saving of £36. That could have been a lot worse. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Under £100 in one place is kind of ideally what I was hoping for. I would highly recommend them. The people were so friendly. They were having a great time and it was really nice to be included. Sometimes you go into shops and you're sort of ignored. It was the absolute opposite. They were chatting and asking me questions, and yeah, it was really good. So if I ever go back, I'll definitely be shopping there again, or shopping online if I can make the international delivery worth the money. But it was absolutely brilliant. So highly recommend, and all of the information of all the places I went will be in the description box down below, so you can just click the link and shop to your heart's content. Okay, so the other independent shop that we went to was the Sewing Studio. That was in Maitland, just outside of Orlando, and I was very, very well behaved in this shop. So first up, I got this spirally batik print. If I'm honest, I liked it a lot more when I was in America. Looking at it now, I don't know why I bought this. There were some other ones in that place that I really liked a lot more. If you remember from last week's video, there were some ones that were Christmas and birthday cats and animals, and I like them more, so I don't know why I left them and I bought this. But I did. It was 40% off, so it's not the end of the world. But I just don't know what I'm ever going to use this for. If you have any ideas, again, let me know in the comments down below. Do you like it? I don't dislike it, but I don't know why I bought it. Weird. Anyway, the fabric's really good quality, so whatever I use it for, it will be great. But yeah, odd choice by me. Then these two are so cute. This one is heart prints. This is on a black background, which makes the print stand out. Now, from a long way away, it looks like hearts, and they're beautiful hearts. But as you get closer, they're paws. Oh, so cute. I loved this. I just thought it was different. I liked the print. Again, no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it was just so cute. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh, It's okay, it's hearts, it's nice. And then I saw that it was paws and it just had to come home with me. It was also 40% off, so I think it'd be rude if I didn't buy some. Then last up from the sewing studio, I got this print. Again, looks like splodges. It's pandas. It's really cute. This one wasn't 40% off, but I didn't care. I needed some anyway. I got half a metre and I love pandas. You can tell this print was unlike anything I'd ever seen. Sometimes when you get panda prints, they're either very realistic or really cartoony. You don't get any kind of like sketchy different ones in between. So I thought that this one was brilliant. Very cute. So at the sewing studio, I spent $19.75, which works out to be about £16.40. Again, in hindsight, should have left the spiral scrolls and bought something different, but there you go. So from Hobby Lobby, I went twice because the first time was chaos, and the second time I went, I got a pack of needles which I needed. They were yarn needles for finishing off a project that I was working on while I was over there. It was so annoying. I've probably got about 10 here, but I forgot to pack them, so I ended up buying them when I was over there, but I think they were $2 for a pack of 5, so definitely didn't break the bank. And the only other thing I bought fabric wise from Hobby Lobby was this. Oh, I'm so excited. Now, if you don't know, Animal Crossing is a game that you can play on the Nintendo Switch, and I probably have 500 hours of Animal Crossing playtime. Hi guys, Editing Louise here, just jumping in quickly. So I recorded that and then I thought, I'm actually going to have a look how many hours I have played in Animal Crossing. Oh, I was wrong. It's just a really fun game. I'm not sorry, just thought I'd give you accurate numbers. God, that's so bad. I love it. During lockdown, it became my happy place. It's not real, it's an island filled with animals. You water flowers, you catch fish. It's a very inoffensive game and a great way to waste time. I saw this print, and over here, I don't think in the UK there is a license for the Animal Crossing fabric. When I saw it, I had to get it. And then when I went to pay for it, I found out it was actually only $5 a metre. It was down from $12 to $5, so I was very, very excited. Probably should have got some more because I have a lot of friends who like Animal Crossing, but yeah, I just love it. It's got all my favourite characters, it's got bright colours. I'm such a child. So in Hobby Lobby, I only spent $7. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one, and that worked out to be £5.81. That total could have been a lot worse. Now on my list I have written down that I spent $7 in Michael's. I don't know what that was on. There's an entry on my bank statement that says I did. Don't know what it was, and I can't find it in any of the bags, and for some reason I can't find the receipt, which means it's got lost somewhere in the ether. Hopefully I'll find out what that was another time, but yeah, no idea. Then you'll also see when I went to Joann Fabrics that I got 4 fabrics of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch for my friend Karen while I was over there. She used them to make a lovely Christmas present, but those were an absolute steal. They should have been £5.40 a metre, and I got them for £3.25 a metre, so that is a huge saving. It only cost £13 for the 4 metres that I got. That's not over a £7 saving when you think about how much I bought, and that's a third of the price, so that is absolutely brilliant. And then the only other thing I bought in Joann's, even though I really wanted to buy about 50 different things, the only other thing I bought was this for myself. It's this beautiful mint Christmas fabric. So it has what looks like embroidery hoops with Christmas designs on, and then scissors and spools and thread and all sorts of beautiful things, and it's just brilliant. This was also in the sale, so I did get a metre, but it was only $5 for a metre instead of $13 for a metre, so I definitely think it was worth it. So in Joann's, I spent a total of $22.12, worked out to a weird amount because everything was in the sale, and that is £18.35. Okay, so let's get to the totals. Altogether, I spent, drumroll, $170, which works out to be about £141. Now, I am very pleased with that. If you saw my last America shopping haul video, I spent way more than that. £199.06. And considering I do this trip and buy this much fabric once a year, I think I was pretty well behaved. I'm so happy with all the things I bought, even the spirally one, and I can't wait to get back on the road and be fabric shopping again soon. So when you see this, I will actually have just got back from another shopping video somewhere in Europe. So stay tuned for that in a couple of weeks and you'll be able to see what I got up to. That is it for this week's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, hit the like button, subscribe, press all the things, do all the bells. You know the drill. And I will see you next week for another video. Have a good day, guys.